Okay, it's recording now, so we can
Okay.
cut it.
All right. Welcome. This is
Welcome.
the Raptor Squadron podcast. Raptor Squadron is basically just a bunch of clone troopers I made up in my boredom. This is Ant. It's a helmet 3D printed. It's pretty cool. We're just going to talk about Star Wars, Marvel, DC, all that fun movie stuff.
A little Harry Potter in there.
A little Harry Potter. Dune, too.
Dune.
I'm
yeah.
excited about Dune, actually.
Dune, part 3. Is it part 3?
3, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second book, part 3 of the movie, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm Levi.
I'm Noah.
Yeah. All right. Well, actually, let's do. You want to do favorite Marvel and Star Wars project?
Favorite Marvel and Star Wars project.
Yeah.
Favorite Marvel, as of right now, what I'm caught up on is what I've seen. It's hard to beat Winter Soldier for me.
Okay.
I mean, I remember
That's valid.
seeing that in theaters and
Yeah.
being like, wow, this was... And I liked the first Captain America, but it was definitely like, oh, okay, this is like actually like semi-serious,
Yeah.
semi-good. I feel like it carried over with the Doctor in the theater.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
Zemo, that's Baron Zemo.
Zola.
Zola,
Yes.
yeah, carried over with Dr. Zola, great. And then I mean, obviously, like I think Civil War's a good movie too,
Yeah.
but Winter Soldier, I think the introduction of him
Yeah.
was pretty good. Okay, you do your Marvel.
Marvel. It goes back and forth, but most of the time it's Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Because I think Civil War is the first one I saw in theaters, and so that's when I started understanding the MCU and connecting everything. And I know by Infinity War, I had it all down, and I was like, okay, these are the characters, these are what they're doing, and then Infinity War, and I was like, wow.
You're like, wow,
That was a
they
great
actually
movie.
have kind of done it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Infinity War is good. I am probably more partial to Infinity War than I am
Endgame.
to Endgame.
Yeah, those are the two that go back and forth for me. And I hear everyone, they're like, Endgame isn't a great movie besides the third act, and I'm like, that's just not true. But whatever.
It's a good story. You know, I think,
Story.
like we've talked about in the past, I could be overly critical. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff when you start having that many characters. I'm almost like,
Yeah, but I think they handled it well.
they handled it well.
Yeah.
I think they did handle it well, and it kind of did some service to everyone. It did service to everyone involved and everyone who's watching. So I'll give them that.
Yeah. But I just like Infinity War because unless if you haven't seen anything from the MCU, there's no introduction at all. You're gonna have no idea what's going on.
Yeah,
but
you're completely in the dark.
that's why for MCU fans it's amazing because they just go straight into it.
Yeah.
And they don't explain anything. Well, they do, but yeah.
You get the basic understanding of who each person is.
And
you
Infinity
know?
Stones and stuff. But
Yeah, and the newer characters still, you just are like, if you see them in Endgame or Infinity War, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm kind of into them now. Whereas maybe if you saw their solo project, you may not have been that into them.
Yeah.
But it's good. Okay. Now for you, Star Wars.
Star Wars. My favorite Star Wars movie or Star Wars project is Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
It always will be. Greatest sequel of all time. I don't know what else to say.
It's
Yeah.
it's incredible. I never realized till the other day, till someone at work pointed this out that there was 3 years in between each of those movies.
Yeah, there's 3 years after A New Hope, and then 1 year after Empire to Return of the Jedi.
Is it only 1 year?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But I just never realized that break. And I get
Yeah,
that it
yeah,
was
yeah.
an indie movie and it was small, so obviously the lead up to getting the funding, lead up to the hype, which the hype was there from A New Hope.
Right.
But the 3 year gap, and then you come back with that, and it's
Yeah.
oh wow. Because I just rewatching A New Hope the other day, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
there's so many things in that movie where I was like, I can only imagine. And then something for me that's hard to grasp is the different intro, because it later got added the New Hope intro, because before it was just Star Wars.
Yeah.
And so I think coming into a theater and witnessing that,
Right.
because there's a fairly good complete story in A New Hope.
Oh, yeah.
But then with Empire, that's what kind of kicks off.
Yeah.
This is a whole world now.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic.
And I watched a video on like how George Lucas like makes it familiar, but not like just the same movie. Because he starts the movie with the big like battle, like the vehicle battle, but it's on land, so it's familiar to the ending of A New Hope. So it feels like the same universe, but it's a completely different story.
Completely different story.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Mine. Okay, so mine. It'll be newer, and it's kind of not contentious, but I love Andor season 1. And so I'm kind of between Andor season 1 and Rogue One because I really loved Rogue One when it came out.
Is so good.
I think that I was coming off of like some bad mojo maybe from Force Awakens.
That's fair.
So I think I was skeptical, but then Rogue One came out and you're like, oh my gosh, these guys they're not great people.
No.
You got Cassian just killing somebody right there in the beginning. So I think a combination between the ending leading into A New Hope was great for me. That re-sparked the feeling I had from Revenge of the prequel, because that's what I grew up on. So the prequel trilogy is like my bread and butter, and I love it.
Right.
But Rogue One was definitely probably my top one, and you get to see the Death Troopers.
Oh, the Death Troopers are so cool.
And so the Death Troopers are probably like my number one. And I'm always kind of, when people love the enemy of like for Lord of the Rings, everyone loves like the Balrogs and the Nazgul. And so I'm always like, why would you want to have all their kind of stuff? They're the bad guys. Why would you want to have them? But then I saw the Death Troopers, and I was like, man, actually those look pretty sick. Actually, I'm pretty down with that. Yeah. So,
have you seen season 2 of Andor?
No, I have not seen season 2.
Okay.
Majorly behind.
Season 2.
Majorly behind.
It's really good.
Andor.
I think it's probably better than season 1.
Better than season 1.
Yeah, I mean they're both really great. So.
Not Bill Skarsgård, Stellan Skarsgård character,
Luthen Rael
is top.
Yeah.
At least in the top 5 conversation for me of characters.
I literally was just watching a video, and it was like, what are the top 5 Star Wars characters? And the whole time, like half the video, they were arguing if he should be in it.
If you don't have chills watching his monologue in the lower tiers of Coruscant, I'm just like, you don't care about the rebellion at that point. I'm like, man, that would get anyone fired up.
I think I have it saved on my camera roll, and I was going to memorize it at one point.
Memorize it. It's great. If you had any... Yeah, if you're at school, have any kind of like speech competition, that'd be a great one to throw in there. That'd be great. Okay.
All right. You want to do the agree disagree?
Let's do the agree
no
disagree.
No copyright at all.
No copyright.
All right. So we're just gonna say it out loud.
Yes, we'll just say it out loud.
Okay. The production budget for this is low, but it'll get better.
We're starting off, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. So Star Wars TV is better than films.
Do you have your answer geared up?
I do.
You know.
I think I do.
Okay.
I agree.
You agree?
I do.
I am going to disagree.
You are? Okay.
And I think with Maul adding into that could potentially, it's close for me. I'll say that. It's close. But I love the original trilogy. I love the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
I don't like the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
So the sequel trilogy is kind of the one thing, is the really heavy knock against the movies.
Yeah.
But I also think that The Mandalorian has really dove in value for me. The Book of Boba Fett tanked that, and we'll talk about that maybe in a later episode.
Yeah.
We may analyze certain projects more individually, but that really tanked it. The Tales of the Empire and the Tales of the Jedi series are good. They're short, but they do enough, I think, to add in some good stories. Clone Wars obviously adds in a good story. Season 7 was like incredible. Yeah. Andor, I think Andor's probably the tipping point for me. Yeah. Like that was where I was like, because I love Clone Wars, I'd rewatched it, and then Andor season 1, I was like, man, like this is different. And so, I still think, coming off of that, and whether Mandalorian and Grogu, the movie coming out, could change that, I'm skeptical.
Yeah.
Where has the 9th movie or the 10th movie got canceled? The one with Daisy Ridley and
I don't know.
I don't know if it officially got canceled or if it still is in production.
I feel like it goes back and forth.
Okay.
I think they might still be
in
making
production.
It's a separate trilogy that's set after the sequels, and she's going to be in it, but she's not going to be the main character.
She's not the main character.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay.
But
I
she's
thought
gonna
she
be
was
in
the main
it.
character.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So like it's
That
a
sounds bad.
new-
I'm almost more optimistic about it then.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
I think she would work better as a side character,
Yeah, I think if she came, we can talk about this later.
Yeah.
This will be a big thing. I think if she came in later and was the Luke that I think we all wanted to see in the sequels,
Yeah.
it would be a lot different, and it could be. I think it could redeem a lot of people to liking her character more.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I would. Okay, I disagree,
I disagree. Oh, you yeah.
and then you agree.
I agree.
TV is better.
I think so. If you average it out, Star Wars TV is better, but like the highest for me is Empire Strikes Back, Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One. But the average movie Star Wars is not bad, obviously. But like I think the average Star Wars TV is better
It's better.
because Clone Wars, Bad Batch,
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
Bad Batch is great.
Andor, Tales of the Jedi, the other two Tales weren't great. Rebels, I don't know if I said that.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention that either.
Yeah.
Rebels is a great one.
Mandalorian, first 2 seasons. Ahsoka's, not bad. Obi-Wan's alright.
Yeah, there's some story stuff in Obi-Wan that I wasn't a fan of. Ahsoka was really, the story-wise, I thought was good.
Yeah.
I thought the way they got
The
to the
execution was-
execution, I think the execution was just too back and forth, maybe too scattered. It wasn't like they tried to have all these stories combined.
Sure.
And I don't think that they kind of crashed together. They didn't
Yeah.
mend together, and so that was not great. But the story coming out of Rebels and stuff was good. Like I liked what happened. And I
So
thought,
for me, that's how it is. And then bad shows like Boba Fett and Acolyte,
Oh.
and that's really it.
I am
Mando season 3 is pretty bad.
Mando season 3's the Jack Black and Lizzo episode.
Oh
I
my
just
gosh!
was like,
What were they
why?
thinking?
This is like the downfall of celebrity
Yeah.
interaction with shows.
I
and I love Jack Black.
Yeah,
and I really don't mind Lizzo. I have nothing against
It's
her.
just seeing them
but just
in
the
Star
story.
Wars, and they're just themselves.
Yeah,
they're not even
different.
trying to
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
I brought that back up. I was like, man. Acolyte, as you know, you all won't know. I'm on episode 2. I am not optimistic or happy about it at the moment. I love the environment and the look of it. The story's a little here or there.
Yeah.
But I'll reserve my full explanation until I've actually finished the show.
Yeah.
I don't want to be speaking out of class, but okay.
All right. So this one's actually pretty similar, but it could go a completely different way. Star Wars animation is better than live action.
I'd have to disagree.
Yeah, me too.
I disagree with that.
I disagree.
It's good.
It is.
It's not that it's bad. It's just, is it better than
Yeah.
live action?
I think there are a lot of things that work really well. Like lightsaber fights in animation are really good.
Are great.
Yeah.
People dog on the Rebels fights. I think the Rebels fights look
Those are some of the best
incredible.
ones.
I think they
yeah.
look great.
But then also, like, if you take the shows and movies example, like, Andor is the best show, and it's live action, and there's only, I guess that Clone Wars movie is the only animated movie. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, the
It was like before the
Tarkovsky
show
or whatever.
came out.
Yeah. I forget his last name.
Yeah.
I butchered that, but
Yeah.
he did Primal and he did
Yeah.
the other stuff. Yeah, which is they say it's a movie. It's like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, isn't it?
Is it?
I thought it was like fairly not. It's not short, but it's
Yeah.
not a full
It's
length
just a-
movie.
like a long Clone Wars episode.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
And it's good.
It's good.
It is good. I kind of wish they would do a special where they would bring. I don't want them to repeat any stories. Like I don't want them to just do a Clone Wars arc and just have it in that style. I want them to do something new.
Yeah.
But like if they could do some kind of like war-centered fighting, with the clone troopers or maybe even the rebel. I feel like the rebel troopers don't really get a lot of face time ever.
No.
Like they're not the focus of any.
Yeah.
And I guess the clone troopers are good until they're not technically.
Bad Batch.
But it was a bad batch. Maybe a Bad Batch. Maybe like a little Bad Batch special with that animation style would be good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm just glad that it works both ways. Like for Star Wars. Like animation and live action is both really good.
It's good. I think they've been able to correct a lot of, not correct, that's a bad word. They've been able to come back with animation that's like, this was actually like really good, and you could come off of something bad in live action. And I think maybe people tend to want to downplay animated stuff as it not being as good. But then you get stuff like Tales of the Jedi, and then you get stuff like Clone Wars Season 7. And it's like, we're really bringing back some good stories, and it's not degraded in any way.
Yeah.
So I'm a big yes.
Pretty close.
I would disagree, but
yeah,
we disagreed. Then we just talked about how good the animation
Yeah,
was.
Yeah. All right, we did talk about this one. This one's kind of a joke, but the yellow lightsaber is the best lightsaber color.
Agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Agree.
No.
Besides
no
Rey.
qualms. Besides.
Actually, no. Her lightsaber is really cool.
It's cool. I don't think she's earned it.
Yeah, I don't know why she has one. Like she.
It's random. It's
She
completely
didn't even
random.
know they existed.
Yeah, it's completely random. She just pops it on. It's like, okay. You have.
And the movie ends.
The
Like,
coolest.
oh.
And the movie ends. I remember seeing the first when you see the temple guards.
Yeah.
With like the lightsaber pikes or whatever there are.
Yeah.
Staffs almost. I was like, oh my gosh, that's my dream right there. That's definitely what I want. And I mostly used yellow or sometimes orange in Jedi, Fallen Order, and Survivor.
Me too.
I used that as soon as you could get it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm definitely going to be using this.
Exactly. There's a character in Acolyte that has one. I think you've probably seen him.
Yord.
Yes.
He has one, or at least he's one of the characters has one. He has one in the beginning.
A decent character for that show, quality-wise. But
I'm only in the second episode, but they have introduced that he's essentially a newer knight.
Yes.
So he still is charismatic. And I think in the prequel trilogy, the knights are fairly charismatic.
yeah.
You don't always get that sentiment when you're watching other stuff.
No.
And he definitely has this young, new, inexperienced, but he is a knight at that point.
Yeah.
So he's not like he's inexperienced, but they seem more human. I think that they make a lot of the Jedi seem more human, which I kind of like, because sometimes when you first watch it, and I guess it's how they maybe were intended by George Lucas, they're very like stoic and very, which then I guess that is part of the reason that all the downfall stories of them is so prevalent. Is that it's like, okay, you're trying to be this one thing, you can't.
Yeah.
But that's a good one.
All right.
Yellow lightsaber. Best one.
Oh. Okay. Star Wars: The Clone Wars is overrated.
The show?
Yeah.
I disagree.
I slightly agree.
You slightly agree?
Now, I love the Clone Wars. Don't get me wrong. But people do glaze the show, like, too much, I think. Because, like, Season 7 is really good. Season 4 and beyond is really good. But, like, the average Clone Wars episode, like, if you had a random generator and you just picked an episode, there's like a 50% chance it's a random filler episode, which is still good.
Yeah, okay.
But like,
I see that.
So it's slightly overrated, just because like everyone's like, it's this masterpiece, and a lot of it is, but
yes,
it does have a lot of filler.
Yes, I would say that it's. I would say there's a lot of filler. Yeah, it's kind of it's not as bad as Actually, it could be as bad as some animes where it's like that many filler episodes of just unnecessary story.
I'm not.
No, yeah.
Experienced in anime, so I don't know. But
the one thing that why I would disagree is that most people are not going to watch that show, and they only are going to watch the movies. And I think that if you watch the prequel movies, I think there's enough there for you to see Anakin's full story.
Oh, yeah.
They do enough to hint at his development and downfall into, spoiler alert, Vader.
Right,
For some reason, if you have
Hopefully,
not watched the movies and are watching this. But I think the show helps. I think if you watch the movies, at the end of Return of the Jedi, it's supposed to be that he is redeemed.
Yeah.
And that he has redeemed himself. Like that one final act and him turning is like he turned back from the dark side, and then they have him. Originally it was the actor, I forget his name now, that was in the Ghost, and then eventually they replaced Hayden Christensen as the Ghost in it, don't they?
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember his name either.
I can't remember the guy's name. That's maybe a little embarrassing, but it's okay. But anyway, he shows up, and so it's like, okay, you've redeemed yourself and become one with the Force. You've aligned yourself. Yeah. I think if you watch the movies, sometimes you're like, has he really redeemed himself with that one act? He did some pretty terrible stuff. And so I think the show gives you more context into what kind of Jedi Knight he was. And master. I mean, he's, he is a master.
Yeah.
In if it walks like a duck, it sounds like a duck, it's a duck. He's a master. So I think the show helps contextualize that to him being a master. Because I think, do you have the best character question on there that we saw yesterday between Peter Parker and Anakin?
Oh, I don't. No.
I think that if you don't have the show, it's hard to say Anakin's a great character.
I do agree with that, actually. Yeah.
Without the show, because you're like, he seems awesome. He seems really cool and awesome, and he does all these great things, and he's complicated.
Yeah.
And he's a kid, for a lot of it. But it's like, still, he does some pretty terrible things. But with the show, you have more context to be like, okay, he has actually like a full life, part of his life where he is a good person and a good character. So that's why I would disagree with it.
Yeah.
I think the Clone Wars is necessary.
The arc where he becomes a slave again on that one planet.
Yes.
That's a really good episode, especially for that point you're making. But I do agree, a lot of people do forget that Anakin was a slave as a child, which is a huge contribution. But at the same time, the reason Empire is a little bit over Revenge of the Sith for me is because just in Revenge of the Sith, he's super happy in the beginning, and it's a really quick drop. So that's the only thing that Revenge of the Sith kind of takes down for me. But Clone Wars helps a lot with that.
Yes.
So
Well, I agree with all that. Yeah. It's a fine line, it depends on how much time you're going to dedicate to be watching this whole show. And really, I'm sure there's a list online where it'd be like, you can skip these episodes and watch these episodes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a filler.
Yeah. I did that for my friends because they had never seen it, and so I sent them this giant text thread, and it was like, these are the episodes you need to watch.
Just episode by episode.
Just watch these. Yeah. All right. Andor is the best Star Wars show. I'm gonna agree.
I'm agreeing with that.
And you haven't even seen season 2?
I haven't seen season 2. I'll agree with it. I don't need to. It's I think that first season, just take. The monologue you have. Who's the guy who? Why can't I think of his name? He does the Lord of the Rings audiobooks. He's Gollum. Andy Serkis.
Oh yeah.
Andy Serkis's character in the prison.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up on that they were building stuff for the Death Star in that.
Oh, I did not. And
you did not?
Like the last scene where they showed that what they were making was that was awesome.
That's a great shot. I kind of picked up on it. Maybe I just intuited it was like, come on, they're definitely building it. Because I'm like, what else would they have them build? In my mind, they're not going to have them building something useless. All the other times we see prisoners, they're always going to they're going to the spice mines, or they're going to any other productive thing. So in my mind, why would they have these guys in all of this big prison?
Yeah.
They're building something for the Death Star. It's a planet-sized thing. Yeah. And to me, it was kind of like the monotony of it. I was like, they just are getting these mugs to, cycle through. And so I picked up
for no reason.
Arrest people for no reason, so they can do that. And so that whole story of because the Andor is all about inspiring the rebellion, both overtly and covertly. And so that we get to see a lot of Cassian overtly advocating and seeing his journey to believing in the rebellion as opposed to benefiting from the rebellion or falling into it. Mm-hmm. And because he does have a moral compass, when they just get to the planet and they've taken, I forget the character's name now, but it's Eben Moss Barack's character is like, oh yeah, we should, we could actually skip away here and steal that, and he kills him. It's like he's not like a 100% morally lawful good character, but he has a moral compass that begins to align with the rebellion, and then he supports the rebellion. So Andor to me is.
I just love. I mean, obviously, the character study of just how everyone is just so uniquely written, and then the acting is obviously phenomenal.
Yeah.
But then even in season 1, you see this show is a lot about daily lives of people, but once you get to season 2, it's this is the littlest thing ever, and this is what caused everything. And it's just so brilliant.
So good.
Fold out. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a shame to my character that I haven't watched season 2 yet, because I was so pumped for season 1, and I rewatched it probably at least once, and this season 2 came and went. I haven't watched it, and I was like, man, I'm really doing a disservice to myself not watching it. But it's hard. It had, and I know it hasn't from what I've seen people say online. It would have to do something atrocious to even slightly knock it from its pedestal for me. But I haven't heard it does anything atrocious, so I'm like, well, that's even better.
Not that I remember.
So that's even better. And Mon Mothma's character is that's another story that I think is great, because sometimes you have to be reminded as the viewer how bad something is.
Yeah.
Because you got to keep the support for the good people in the show, or the people that they want you to be rooting for in the show.
Yeah.
So you had to really show how evil and conniving that the Empire is.
Yeah.
And Mon Mothma's character is there for that. You get to see how it's affecting her family at a very personal level. And the rebellion is she starts to feel obligated and stuff. So, yeah.
She gives a big speech, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen so much stuff, and I try to do good about not ruining stuff for myself, but I definitely do sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Disney Star Wars has made as many good as they have bad projects.
Okay, their first project is Force Awakens, right?
Yeah.
As many good as they have bad projects. I'd have to count them all to know for sure. I would almost say have made equal or more.
Equal.
I would almost disagree.
Yeah.
My initial thing, I would disagree, because I feel like there's more bad ones than there's good ones. But I had to count them out to be sure. If we're counting each project by itself, if we count Mandalorian by itself, I would say that's 2 good, 1 bad.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Season 7 Clone Wars came out while they were under Disney, which was good.
I think I'd agree that they made as many good as they have bad. And I'd say the bad has been worse than the good has been good.
Okay, I'll change my answer I'll change my answer to agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
So I think yes.
Because sequel trilogy, Force Awakens is a fine movie. It's just A New Hope. That's whatever. Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker are terrible. Acolyte is terrible. Boba Fett, not great. Mandalorian Season 3, not great. So all their bad projects are really bad.
Substantially bad.
But they have as many good projects. Bad Batch, Clone Wars Season 7, Rebels, Andor, Tales. So, Mandalorian Grogu looks good.
It looks good. I think it'll have more. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the optimism.
Yeah. So I think it's
actually here. I've got this far. Yeah. I will finish it, and I will be excited about it.
So I think it's actually equal. I'm sure I forgot a bunch. We haven't even talked about Resistance. Do you know that show?
Okay, I haven't watched that show.
I for some reason did.
Is it good?
I spent the whole summer watching it. It's not bad. It's
bad.
just
Is it kid focused, or is it just?
It's
different. I feel like I have not seen a bunch of stuff about it.
It's teenagers.
Okay.
It's a kiddie show.
Oh, okay.
But it's like really good. Like the ending of season 1, like is direct into Force Awakens. There's actually a couple really good episodes in there.
Okay.
Because of that. I mean, it's not at all necessary to view, but so yeah.
I would agree with. Okay. So I would agree with you on that one.
The bad projects are just really bad, and the good projects are good, but they're not good enough.
They don't have the same degree of goodness that the bad projects have of badness.
Right.
That's the thing about Force Awakens. Force Awakens was like, I enjoyed it the first time I watched it.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, The Last Jedi and Rise of the Skywalker, they bear the burden of continuing a story and following a story and a direction of Force Awakens. So I think that you have to be more critical on those two movies, because Force Awakens they had the freedom to start a new thing, and they did start a new thing. Mm-hmm. And they could have gone from that new thing fine.
Yeah.
But they chose to have like 3 different directors for 3 different movies, I think.
Yeah. It was J.J. Abrams, Rian Johnson, and then J.J. Abrams came back.
Oh, okay. So never mind. So like it's just that you switch then.
Yeah.
It's like, and you just have to like cobble together something. Yeah. And so maybe I guess that probably puts J.J. Abrams in a bad seat, because you have to.
Yeah.
You have to fix course correction. So it just is like Force Awakens has a certain spot. They have a certain privilege there, but The Last Jedi, and it was funny is that when I first come out of The Last Jedi, I thought it was really good, and the buddy I went to go see it with was like, that was one of the worst things I ever watched.
Oh, really?
And I've drifted towards the middle of that again. Like, it's almost like I wish there was a different movie 7 that led into The Last Jedi, as opposed to a different movie that followed Force Awakens, if that makes sense.
I kind of understand.
If I had to choose one movie to keep out all those, I think I would keep The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
But obviously there's so many things in that movie that are just out of the blue, and they're just sprung upon you, and I don't like that.
I always have to explain that to people. Like, if you're not a Star Wars fan, The Last Jedi is actually a really good movie. But if you're a Star Wars fan, it's awful, because it just undoes everything. But yeah, like, for what you were talking about, like, Force Awakens had to start a new thing. Like, if you take it just as that, like, there's nothing wrong with that movie. Like, sure, like, Rey suddenly having the Force, okay, that's weird, but, like, you have 2 more movies to explain that, and they didn't do it that way.
They didn't. Oh, yeah, I guess they did eventually.
But they didn't do it well. So,
just,
like, you can't fault Force Awakens. Like, you could have easily done something. But then all of Last Jedi, they were like, we don't know. We're going to save it for the next movie.
Yeah.
But that could go long. That could be a whole episode.
Like I said, if we start analyzing each of these individually, we'll be.
All right. So similar. The prequels is the best trilogy.
I'm going to say I agree.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah.
I agree, because it's obviously not the sequels.
Yeah.
And the only thing that would make me disagree with the original trilogy is that, and again, it's like viewing the original trilogy in light of the sequels. I fall prey to that, because I'm just like, well, some of that stuff is great, but then it gets undone in the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
But I would say that I like the prequels as a trilogy better, because I feel like the story is more connected and more complete. Mm-hmm. Whereas I think that overall, I would say that all the movies of the original are better movies independently.
I agree with that too.
But I guess I would maybe say that I like the trilogy story of the prequels better. And that's probably more of a personal bias for me.
That's completely fine.
That's a personal bias for me, I'd say.
So for me, like, I love The Phantom Menace, but, like, it's just so, like, offset, I feel like, from the story of 2 and 3. Like, it's very important that we see Anakin and his origin, but, like, Qui-Gon is the protagonist of that movie.
Yes.
And then he dies. Whereas in the original trilogy, Luke is the main character, Vader is the villain.
Yeah, that's true.
And so as a trilogy, the originals is the best for me.
Yeah, okay.
That's
I can see that.
So
I can see that side 2.
But
And
obviously, you grew up with prequels.
Yes, I grew
with
up.
the sequels. Oh my gosh, what a terrible.
Yeah, you got a bad hand. You
got
got a
it.
bad hand straight from the start. You know, you had to watch
I
that.
do my research from the womb.
Do my research from the womb. Yeah, so yeah, you probably couldn't even seen the originals from the womb, could you? No.
Oh, that's actually that's really sad. I used the original trilogy to remember my parents' birth years.
Hey.
So my dad was born in '78, the year after A New Hope, and my mom was born in '82, the year before Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. I think about when you see them. Is it season 2 of Stranger Things where they're all into Star Wars, or is it season 1 where they've just watched it? I guess it'd be season 2 or something.
I don't even remember them talking about.
I thought they talked about Star Wars in one of the seasons.
They talk about X-Men a lot in season
X-Men.
1.
They did the Ghostbusters outfits.
Yeah, that's season 2.
Maybe that's season 2 where they dress up. I thought there was one where they're talking about Return of the Jedi.
They definitely do. I think. Oh wait, no.
I just think about
X-Men Apocalypse, where they go and watch Return of the Jedi.
I just think about that. Maybe
I don't know.
I'm misremembering
I don't know what I'm
that.
thinking.
But I just think about being a kid back then and watching those movies in theaters. You're like, oh my gosh, dude. It made me want to go back and watch like other sci-fi movies throughout the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
That led up into that, because like I love the alien movies, but those are like different. It's sci-fi, but it's just different than like this galactic saga. You know, or what do they call that? What does he call it? A globe? He didn't call it a galactic saga. He called it a space opera. It's like a space opera.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah.
All right. So this one's gonna be a little hard for you to answer.
Okay. This is Acolyte. This is about Acolyte.
Acolyte is worse than Rise of Skywalker. And I actually still don't know my answer. I'm going to give an answer. But I've been thinking about this all morning. Because I'm going to ultimately agree that Acolyte is worse. They both have one redeeming quality for me. Acolyte has a really great lightsaber fight episode. And Rise of Skywalker has a lot of cool concepts, like Force Dyad.
Yeah.
I put that in my script that I'm writing. Because I think I can twist that to make it really interesting. And no, force healing is not cool, because if that existed, then Anakin, that's literally what Anakin does.
He just was 40 years too late, I guess. 40 years early.
But Rise of Skywalker is at least, no matter how bad it is as a Star Wars fan, it is at least a movie that is somewhat entertaining to watch. Acolyte is so boring for me. Like, I could barely watch it. Like, I'm surprised I sat there every week and waited for it to come out. Like, I watched it weekly.
I hate myself.
Yeah.
That I just had to wait for it.
I kept telling myself, I was like, it'll get
gosh.
better. It'll get better. Like, I love the High Republic. It'll get so much better.
It never did.
It never did.
I'm kind of worried about that now. I'm like, man, it's.
And my mom also always tells me, like, obviously I was like 11 when Rise of Skywalker came out, and she were like, you loved that movie when it came out, and I was like, well, I was an idiot when I was a kid.
I didn't know. Yeah, I was stupid. What am I, a kid? I don't know what a good movie is.
They're both like.
I haven't finished Acolyte, so I'll have to give my answer next time.
Sure.
But I would say the Royal Guard fights in Rise of Skywalker, isn't it?
No, it's not Jedi.
Oh, okay, never mind. Scrap that. That takes away my one good thing I was going to give it, because I think that fight's semi okay. It's at least cool. I like the Royal Guard, so anytime I get to see him, I'm, as a kid, there was a kid, you don't remember this, way before you were born, I'm sure. Used to be this game you could get where you had these bases and they had numbers, and there was like an attack and a defense value, and they had different abilities for each of the characters, but they were on springs. So you could spring like a lightsaber, like a Jedi they could move so many clicks, so the bases would click, so you had like 5 clicks for movement.
Yeah.
You had it all laid out on the table, and they had maps. I never had the maps, but you had maps you could download or buy, and they had like Chewbacca with the bow, the ion bow, whatever it is, and he could shoot. But you had and then you could shoot, and then that was your action, and so you fought, and they had so many lives. And I think there was a Royal Guard one that had the. It's not a Beskar steel thing, is it? Or is it just like a prong, just a spear? Yeah. But I just remember getting that and being like, this was so cool. Like, these guys, they look sick. I think the Sith troopers look cool. I like all red. It doesn't make, like tactical sense to me why you would have them all red, outside of just bearing the colors of your people, I guess. But it was whatever. But Rise of Skywalker is hard I haven't finished Acolyte. I can't get my answer. It's hard for me to get over the last bit of Rise of Skywalker with Palpatine and the whole fleet and these people who were like supporting and feeding his energy.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what that is.
That whole segment of Rise of Skywalker, on top of the hyperspace attack, just really
they both
really kills me.
Both make terrible decisions for their projects, and they both could have been avoided, like
by just not including something.
Yeah, like J.J. Abrams set up his own movie with Force Awakens. Now, Last Jedi obviously wasn't his fault, but like
he could have
just gone with Last Jedi,
but he didn't.
He didn't. And then Acolyte doesn't even need to exist. So if you make it exist, you got to fix it, and they made it worse. You'll understand when you watch it,
and it's canceled for good. They're not making season 2.
They're not making season 2.
It's
which
like
also
dead
leaves
in the water.
A terrible cliffhanger.
Yeah, from what I know, what I'm pretty sure the cliffhanger is.
Yeah.
So I hate to see that too, because it's almost like it's in the record now. Like we have it. So unless they decide to formally retcon it, which I think studios are afraid to do. I think people and producers are afraid to do that because it makes you've lost money. You've had to admit to a mistake. You've had you want to keep it included so that it provides something of value.
Right.
But I'm like, no, just cut it. Like leave it. Have it be its own like side story. Have it be like a legend story from back in the day, right? Is it still Legends or is it different now?
Like what it's called?
Yeah, there's no it's Legends now. It used to be Expanded Universe.
Yeah.
Have it just be a Legends thing, you know.
I do like I guess why Rise of Skywalker is a little bit hard for me. I like Leia's lightsaber, and I like Ben Solo using it. Like however stupid that was, the disappearing like behind, and him like grabbing it. That's kind of cool. And him like killing the Knights of Ren with it.
It's cool. It's cool.
But
I'll leave it at that.
That makes sense.
It's cool. Again, I have to leave the super critical attitude away. I guess like it's cool.
Yeah.
Some stuff's just like not cool. Like I think Rise of Skywalker is like sometimes like not cool, and then it also doesn't make sense to me. So
they fly now.
They fly now.
Yeah, they've been flying for years.
Yeah.
But also, like, the one group that cares about fighting them, you don't know they fly.
You don't know they fly? Yeah. Like, this is your, they act like there's, like, been this, like, break of technology and information for thousands of years, and suddenly we've discovered something new. Yeah. All right. God. Yeah, we got to get off this.
Last one. This is a really interesting one. I was kind of surprised that I came up with this. Everything set after Return of the Jedi is pointless and not necessary to be seen, no matter how good the project is.
Everything after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, so Mandalorian and on. And so I actually agree, because it does say no matter how good the project is. And, well, yeah, I'll let you say.
I would disagree.
You disagree. It's a hard one to agree with. The only thing is, like, and I know everyone, especially nowadays, is like, get away from the Skywalker saga, like, make new stuff. But, like, that's what Star Wars is. Like, that's what it started as. So when you set up everything with the prophecy, and, like, when it's fulfilled in Return of the Jedi, and the dark side is no more, like, you can't expect there to be this giant evil after it. So, like, the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian is really good for that case, because it's, like, just
it's
ragtag,
Mando,
like, bounty hunters and, like, remnants of the Empire. But then they kept going, and now they're trying to
connect it all,
set it up with Palpatine and stuff. And, like, that doesn't make any sense. So, obviously, the sequel trilogy, I don't think should exist. So, like,
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, outside of, like those side stories, like how the first seasons of Mandalorian was, which are really good. But then again, those could also just, like, be set in a different time period.
So, here's my disagree. My disagree is the Skywalker stuff is 100% the main focus.
Yeah.
Like, it was created like that, and then it was continued like that for the most part. I would disagree, because I would say that I want those isolated good stories, because I think that when you started to create this world and all these side projects, it's like, I think that's fine. You just got to make them your own thing. Like, don't keep them in the same genre. Like, make a horror movie of like this. Like make a horror movie that's like Star Wars themed.
Yeah.
Make a Sherlock Holmes-esque movie which I think Acolyte's trying to be, and I don't think it's good. But like make a mystery, like make something like that. And I think you can do that and set them in that universe, and it doesn't have to be cheesy. It doesn't have to look like it's like a cheap fan make of it, Yeah. And I guess so I would say that you can make a good story in a different genre that doesn't have to be action, and leave it out.
Yeah.
And I've been critical before about them including Jedi and lightsabers and everything. And I kind of switched from that because I get that that's like that's like the epitome of a Star Wars project. Is that you're going to have some sort of the Force or you're going to have a lightsaber.
Yeah.
And so that on top of, I would like to see all these stories in the High Republic.
Yeah.
And so I would disagree because I feel like that same sentiment could carry over to that. But I don't want them to be connected to the Skywalker story either.
Yeah.
Like I don't want this to go back. I don't want us to get a story 2,000 years in the past.
Sure. And
it's like Master so-and-so actually is the reason that he set this oracle up that in 2,000 years would actually, impregnate this lady with the highest midichlorian count. He would be the chosen one, and we were the prophet. So I don't want it to connect like that.
Yeah.
Like, don't make it to where it has to have this thread. Have it be separate, and just have it be like a Star Wars story. Like, don't they call the Tales of the Empire like a Star Wars story? Don't they call it like a
Rogue One, a Star
Wars story? Like
Solo, Star Wars. Yeah.
And like, Solo's connected, but it's only connected by the character. And then and you have the post credits.
Yeah.
Is it post credits or is it just in the movie?
I think it's just in the movie.
So like, again, those are done good and they're connected, but it's also not like it really connects to the Skywalker. We just are just connected to other characters.
Yeah.
And when you see Maul, if you haven't watched any other animated material, I think it's like, oh my God, like he's actually the one doing this, and it's like cool. So I would disagree because I would not want that same sentiment to carry over to before the Skywalker story either. And I think there could be a lot of, and I think that they just need to make they really need to focus on a new story and a new something, and I hate to even say this because I don't even want to be like slightly held responsible when 2 decades of it becomes about, but it's like, I feel like you could almost, if you went far enough back, and the Jedi have been a kind of a lone entity themselves, like they've been a connected entity, but it's almost like, what if you went back and there was like the Jedi, and then there was another sect of people who used lightsabers and Force, and they were just a little different.
Yeah.
And then you get to like this almost like schools of the Force thing.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be, I don't want to say I don't want it to be like this kid Harry Potter-esque thing. But it's like, let's see some different people. That's why I thought in Ahsoka, my favorite part of Ahsoka was the two.
Balin and Shin.
Balin and Shin. I thought that was like, they're not Sith.
Yeah.
They're just, it's just them.
Mercenaries, kind of.
Huh?
Mercenary, not even that.
Yeah, I mean, and they are, I guess they are kind of mercenaries. They're just
like focused on the religion of the Force.
Yeah. And so I liked that aspect. Like, bring some of that back, But that's cheap talk from someone like us talking about what we'd want to see.
And then there's also like I would love to see Luke building the new Empire or
yes.
new Jedi, and in his like prime. But at the same time, like we've seen what happened when they try and do that. So like I almost like it as a mystery because like you can just like you ended on the happy ending, and like you just know he's gonna build it, and they don't need to be built to face a threat because the threat's
yes, he's gonna build it for the sake of building it.
Yeah.
And I think that the sequels did irreparable damage to the character of Luke. I mean, I think it's just like
that's Jake Skywalker. Have you seen his interview?
No.
Where they're like, I don't even know what they're talking about, but they were interviewing Mark Hamill, and he was like, I don't know who that is. It might be Jake Skywalker.
Jake Skywalker. That's what I'm gonna start calling him then. Jake Skywalker. Jake the fake. Okay.
All right. So
that's a good. I think that's a good baseline of where we're coming to Star Wars at. Like kind of see our thoughts and our opinions on stuff.
Yeah. Do we have a time? What are we at?
I don't know. We're probably getting up there, but we can keep going. We can cut stuff down if we need to.
Okay. We can talk about all the new stuff that's like coming out right now and gonna come out.
Okay. So
yeah, that.
I have it up here. So do we want to speed through this part? Maybe just give some quick thoughts because we're gonna have some more information and some releases that are already out. I mean, Ball's out.
So like, okay, Daredevil Born Again. Have you seen either?
I've not seen any of the new Daredevil.
Okay. First season, it was pretty good. It wasn't as good as the original,
but
Netflix.
It was good.
Yeah, this season is amazing. It's on par. I think it's better than season 2 of the original. Actually, I haven't seen it. Of what I know, the episode that came out 2 days ago might be the best anything I've ever seen. Just the episode.
Yeah, you saying that when I read that, I was like,
I know.
He's really, and you've been tempered. You've been tempered with. You were saying like when you saw Rise of the Skywalker, you were amped up, and you're like, I was a kid.
Yeah.
So you've been like more tempered about stuff, and you were like, dude, it's the best. Like it may be one of the best episodes. I was like, man, this.
I don't know. It also is personal that like not personal, but like Bullseye. The episode's a lot about Bullseye. I just think it's really cool because he doesn't have powers. He's just like that. Like he just can throw stuff, and it's just really good. And he just kills people. So there's a whole scene with him that's amazing. But even like the parts of the episode that are just doing the overall like story season, like progression, like the filler part of it, is still like really important parts of the episode.
Okay.
But there's a lot of like good fights, a lot of good dialogue, a lot of big moments.
Are those episodes an hour?
53 minutes.
53 minutes. Well, that's a good. When you have a good show like that too, you'll watch it and you'll be like, I don't feel like I just sat here for an hour.
Yeah.
And that's how you know it's good.
Yeah.
Because you sit there and you're like, oh my gosh, that's how I felt. Not to bring it up again, but that's how I felt for Andor. I felt like every episode of Andor, I was like, is it over already? Like I want to keep watching. I could almost watch that whole show in one sitting. I mean, it's just there's nothing lost. You don't feel like there's any wasted time.
Yeah. So Daredevil's really good.
Okay.
I'm excited for that to keep going.
Now, so that's out. Invincible. Season 4 is out.
It's out. Now. It's like in the same process. They're coming out
2 at a time, 3 at a time, or do they do half?
One or two.
One or two. I'm pumped for. Have you watched Invincible?
I've seen the first season because it's free, but I haven't seen the rest. I've seen a lot of clips. I was telling you, I just watched a clip from one of the most recent episodes of season 4. I almost threw up.
which is great. My wife does not do good with gore either.
Yeah.
And so, even animated. And so when you said that, part of me is like, I cannot wait to see what this is. Like, I'm almost excited, which sounds terrible. But I am pumped to see.
But Invincible's really good.
I forget the actor's name. He's in the Hobbit movies. This is embarrassing because I cannot remember his name. Maybe I'm not a true Lord of the Rings fan. Oh my god, I can't find it right now. He plays, what's his name? Thorindil or something in The Hobbit.
I'm good with actors, but I don't know.
Voice actors. Lee Pace. It's Lee Pace. His voice. I feel like his voice is going to work really well at Thrag because I feel like Thrag's such an intimidating figure.
Yeah. And
so having this voice and this demeanor that's very reserved and very like moderated is going to be. Yeah. It's going to help with the suspense. It's going to help be like this guy may just lose it any moment, and he is the king of the Viltrumites or the leader of the Viltrumites. So.
That just
must be. I mean, like you have to be that kind of. Yeah. You have to be that kind of guy, I guess.
I wish. Now that we're talking about it, I wish I put Invincible's suit in the blind suit ranking that we're gonna do.
The new suit.
No, just the yellow and blue Invincible suit is honestly like.
It's good.
It's a really good suit. It's just streamlined. It's like not too much.
It almost looks like you'd make it in that DC Universe Online game. Like some of those outfits are obviously taking inspiration from the actual ones, but then. Sometimes you get a good one. You're like, you see people's on there that'll look good. But no, I love Invincible suits. I think all the suits in that show, outside of some of the side characters who I feel like they just gave them a suit because they needed to have a suit.
Yeah.
But a lot of theirs are pretty good.
Yeah.
Rexplode, I think Rexplode's suit is good. I think
Personally-
Battle Beast's outfit is perfect.
Yeah.
It looks gladiator-esque to me.
The Viltrumites, like, I don't know as much as most people about their lore, but, like, I'm sure there's a reason, but, like, they all have the exact same thing.
Why they all wear
the gray and white.
The gray and white.
I guess it shows the blood really well. If that's part of it, I don't know.
Maybe it is. I don't know that for sure, actually.
But, like, and a couple of them have differences and, like, color swaps, but, like I just prefer Omni-Man's suit, which isn't even the same thing. But, like, I don't know, it's just very bland, and they all have it.
Yes.
Which is fine. I mean, that's kind of their empire, but, like, I just don't think
I don't know.
it's that
I don't know
good
if there is a lore reason for them to be white. I haven't read all the comics, so I don't know for sure. They haven't. Maybe they've explained it in the show.
They might have.
I don't know if they have or not, but that may be a good reason. Yeah, it does show the blood well. You know, when they're getting when they're killing civilizations. It shows it really well. Supergirl.
You were really excited about that.
I am pumped.
Yeah.
Superman got me back up. You know,
Yeah.
It was like like we're on an up train now with Superman.
Really good.
I've heard that Peacemaker is great. Is it Peacemaker?
Yes.
Peacemaker with John Cena. I've heard is great. I've heard the third season or the second season tied in well with that. I have a lot of stuff to catch up on, so I feel like I'm going to be like hitting it heavy here soon, just to keep up. And I think my energy's back. But yeah, Supergirl. Jason Momoa as Lobo is a great casting choice.
Yeah.
People have said it's on par with Jon Bernthal as the Punisher.
Wow.
So, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know as much about Lobo. The only thing I know about Lobo is from old animated movies, and that I saw as a kid, and that I didn't really understand about him at the time. So it's like, from what I remember, he seems kind of the perfect fit. And then Millie Alcock is Kara Zor-El, I think, which I think would be she was good in that last scene of Superman, and I think she looks good in this one. It's a different feel. It almost feels very.
It is very James Gunn, like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy, yes.
That's what everyone was complaining about. But I was like, I mean, he knows how to make the like family story. Like, did you see the trailer?
Yes.
The newest one with like crypto, where that's the story.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
John Wick with Supergirl.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, which I'm not upset about. I mean,
that's the only thing I'm thinking about, because like Kevin Feige often talks about like if you could redo the MCU order. Like when they came out, would you? And he was like, yeah, because I did Iron Man and Iron Man 2 back to back. I wonder if it's going to be a similar feeling with Superman, Supergirl.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. Like, other than that, though, I'm really excited for the movie. I just think
it's the first thing
you need
after
to
Superman.
Spread out. And then maybe. I don't know. Maybe not.
I guess, and it's supposed to take place right after, correct? It's supposed to take place right after Superman?
I think so. I saw, he's in the trailer, right?
Yes.
He's
in like a
FaceTime
camera,
or something.
FaceTime here and between Kryptonian technology, I guess. But I'm excited for it.
It looks really good.
I'm curious if there's going to be any cameos of, maybe the Lanterns show up in some capacity. Maybe there'll be some other. We don't have Lanterns on here. We're going to wait and talk about that one because I need some time to prepare my thoughts for that one because I have some thoughts on the trailer.
The trailer,
and I don't want to be an oracle, but I think I know the story. I think I know what the story's going to be. We can talk about it later.
I think I might know what you're talking about, but
I think I know what it's going to be.
Okay.
Anyway,
gosh, their suits were terrible. Anyways,
we'll talk about that.
That's
part of why I think I know the story's about. But I don't think the suits are terrible. But
really?
I think there's a reason behind one of the suits.
Yeah.
So, I didn't think that, because I don't think, of course, John Nolan, that's him in The Rookie.
Oh, yeah. Guy Gardner.
Nathan Fillion, Guy Gardner's suit, is obviously to go with the Justice League or Justice Society.
I like this.
Their thing. It looks good. Jon Stewart's and Hal Jordan's look slightly different, and I think there's a reason behind that. And I think by the end of the show, we will get
the green.
The green.
Okay.
I think by the end of the show, we will get the green
instead of the dirt brown.
The dirt brown, and people, but it's also like it's the True Detective. It's True Detective's director, I think, who's doing the show.
I heard it was like that.
And so it's going to be very much like a serious kind of crime mystery, which makes sense. They're the police force of the universe, or the galaxy, I guess, the universe.
Okay.
We can talk about later.
We can talk about. All right.
Well, I think now I'm saying we need to prepare our defending arguments for each side.
Yeah.
I've recently got into the Lantern, so I think I feel like I'm tuned in. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm completely wrong.
I just feel okay. They're like the galaxy-wide police force, and they're in the middle of the desert on Earth doing a police investigation.
I know. So what's going to be? Why do they feel like they need to be at the investigation?
Okay. See, if that's intriguing, I guess that's why you want to know, like what it's about.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair then.
I think that is going to play into what I think it's about.
Okay.
Because they're the Galactic. Why are they at this random town?
Sure.
The desert. Sure. I was like, oh, there's got to be something that they think's there. So yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so going down, we got Spider-Man: Brand New Day. This is one that we'll have to temper ourselves on because we both are pumped about this one.
It looks amazing. I think. Well, first of all, everyone was always like, "No, they can't bring Ned and MJ back." Like, no, they can. Like, it makes perfect sense, and it only adds to the ending of No Way Home, where it's like, of course, his luck, he's gonna have to deal with it, and he can't do anything about it.
Can't do anything about it.
I love that he's Peter Parkering. The suit looks amazing.
The suit looks great. I saw someone online say that the scene of him free diving, and you see the eyes behind his mask. It's kind of like an insinuation. It's like now all he has is his sight. Yeah. He has no technology to help him swing around and stuff. So he's fully, and it may not be true. It may just be a camera angle, but it's supposed to be it could be he only has his physical sight to depend on now, which is crazy. Yeah. I mean,
I saw someone saying his eyes look depressed. We won.
Oh, he's depressed. I mean, I think that's terrible, but it's he's depressed. It's going to be a good movie. I mean, he is down and out. I mean, we got the hand. I mean, we got all the villains. We got the hand in there, which that scene when he's jumping at the hand. Yeah. What does that look like to you?
It looks like another No Way Home.
It looks like No Way Home.
If it's Daredevil, I'm not going to be complaining.
I think that it'll be, I don't know if it'll be two people. I think it'll be Daredevil fighting them, which almost seems kind of I don't want to say it seems like a given because maybe that's what they're doing. They're trying to get you with it being the hand. So you're it's going to be Daredevil. Yeah. But do we have confirmation too? Because we haven't seen him in the trailers. So Robert Pattinson is supposed to be in the movie, I thought.
You're right.
And I feel Sadie Sink's supposed to be in the movie.
She is.
She is in the movie.
She's the person in the chair.
Oh, who's everyone looking up at that one point?
Yeah, everyone.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
It's 90% she's
confirmed.
Jean Grey.
It's 90% confirmed she's Jean Grey. I'm not upset about that. I think that's I'm pumped to see the new I'm excited to see the new X-Men. Yeah. And so I think that leading into all that kind of stuff will be great. And I like that we're getting bits and pieces that'll come together in a good way.
I like Scorpion. I love Scorpion, so I'm glad that he's in it. There's one scene where he's holding on, he gets catapulted. Mm-hmm. Everyone thinks he's trying to stop the Hulk.
Yeah, so this has been a big thing that I keep seeing, that I was seeing online, was that he's in the movie, obviously, in the movie, but it's going to be he at some point has to stop the Hulk. Mm-hmm. Which, do you think that that'll be the climactic point of the movie? Do you think that'll go where he's going from, I'm not a naked spider anymore, I kind of got to get back into my Avenger role of stopping the Hulk? Because the Hulk's a different tier of adversary. He's not a villain, but adversary that he'll have to fight potentially.
Yeah, that might be it.
I've heard people say that Jean Grey is supposed to mess with.
That's what I think. I think that's what my main people have said. Jean Grey is trying to control the Hulk to cause chaos so she can break out of that prison.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna ride on that for a little bit. I'm gonna let that.
I wonder who the main villain is gonna be though, because we really don't know from the trailer. It might be Jean Grey, or no, that wouldn't be.
Because she needs to be good first before she kind of goes.
Yeah.
down, right?
That's probably like the misleading thing. Is like
Maybe she's not an actual
they're
villain.
telling Peter like, oh, we have this crazy locked up, but she's actually a good person, and they're the bad guys.
And they're the bad guys. It could be that. I can see that.
Yeah.
It's good. I need to do a lot more research on what the storylines and everything. But I think it's cool that we're getting a fourth movie too. I mean, if we have this fourth movie, he's already done so much. This may come up in a future segment, but he is my favorite Spider-Man.
Mm. Yeah.
And so I think the more time we get with him, and maybe we can get him all the way up to like mid-30s, 40s, where he kind of where he steps back from Ultimate Spider-Man, where he steps back. I think I'd love nothing more. I think he could do it. So.
Oh, and we try about the transformation he's going through.
Yeah.
Is he gonna
Man
be
Spider?
Man Spider? I don't know. I don't know my thoughts on that.
You want to talk about gross? Not much grossing me out, but when I think about being that cocoon and he pulling stuff out of he's like pulling like webbing or fluid out of his mouth at some point.
Well, I don't think it was out of his mouth.
Oh, he's just pulling it
I think
off
it was
of
just
him as he climbs
yeah.
out.
I don't think. Maybe it was.
That's like
gross if it was.
That's like stepping in spider webs in the woods, and it's like the worst feeling. So I imagine that's what it's like constantly.
I'm excited.
I'm
think
excited.
they'll cook.
They'll cook. You think they'll cook? Maul.
Did you watch it?
I have not watched it yet.
Okay, it was pretty good.
How's it releasing?
2 at a time.
2 at a
So
time.
5 weeks. Every
Okay.
Monday.
Now,
Morning too. You don't have to wait till like 9 p.m.
that's great.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I'll be up, I'm sure. Okay, 2 at a time, 10 episodes.
They're really good.
I haven't seen the trailer in a while. What timeline are we looking at here?
It is a year after Revenge of the Sith.
A year after Revenge of the Sith.
So like 18 BBY.
Okay.
So like it's him like starting up the crime
Syndicate kind of thing.
stuff. And it was really good. A lot of good choreography. It's a little slower, but they're doing a lot of good like character building.
Okay.
And it's just on one planet so far, but it's really interesting what they're doing.
Is he the only character we know in the movie or in the show?
No. There's the like Mandalorians that he had in the order, like the girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's there. That might be the only one that's familiar. Yeah.
So it's really just about. I mean, I guess it's his name too, but it's about him growing.
It's him. Yeah. There's like 3 different plot lines already, and they're woven together really well.
Good.
And it's good. I like it.
So I figured by the next time we record, there'll be 4 to 6 episodes out potentially.
Yeah.
So we can cover half the show at that point.
Yeah.
So I'll be looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Maul's always good. Dune Part 3.
Yeah. So I just for the first time watched the first one.
The first one.
Yeah. And honestly, it was not as great
It
to me.
It was probably built up to be.
Yeah. It was very slow.
Yeah.
The first one. I've heard the second one is a lot better.
The second one is just more
Action.
action.
Okay.
It's just more action.
I do want to watch the second one, obviously, but
And I'm gonna try to read both the first 2 books before the third movie comes out because Frank Herbert was trying to write about a lot of different cultural and social things, but it's like a whole different. It feels so disconnected. It's so different. They can't use guns, but then they have like do you know about the atomics in the second movie? I don't know if they talk about them in the first movie at all.
I think so.
But there's like nukes essentially, but they don't use them because it's like old technology that they don't want to use. And I think that the thing about the Dune movies is that they're filmed so well. I think the cinematography is incredible. And I think some of the way they do some of the technology is cool, like some of the floating and like the jetpack-ish stuff. It's like not loud. It's like very, it's almost silent, quiet. It's it's the body, it's that body work almost of them just drifting or floating down. So,
I like the shield thing where it's like you go slow.
You have to go slow to stab somebody.
That's cool.
Which is a great like, it's a great technology thing, and I feel like it maybe translates better off a page than it does in a movie. But I think they do it well by seeing the color changes.
Yeah, I think it.
And so, and I think that this choreography is good. When I watched the first movie, I was like, "That's really cool," but I feel like they're going to find a way to get around it. And don't. I mean, like they basically are stuck. I mean, you have to deal with it,
Yeah.
you know. And I didn't know much about the books and the story at the time, so.
Yeah.
But the second movie, yeah, the second movie's good. It's better. You know, people love them. I don't think they're like some of the best movies that ever came out.
Yeah.
But they're a big project too.
Stacked cast.
Yeah.
Josh Brolin showed up,
You're like,
and I love him, but I cannot not hear Thanos. Like he just does the same voice. Like it's the same voice.
it is the same voice.
It's
yeah.
really funny.
Well, when you hear Thanos, you're like, oh, okay, it's Thanos. And then I think for me, I realized later, like, that's just Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
So every time I've seen him, I love Sicario, the two Sicario movies.
Mm.
And he's kind of a bad character. I mean, he's a bad character. He's on the good side,
Yeah.
but he's a bad character. And watching those now, all I think about is Thanos. Like you're just big old purple head right now.
Ooh.
Okay. Do we want to pick one of these on the bottom for speed time?
We can.
Which one would you want to pick? I think I know what we should pick.
Doomsday. Is that what you were?
No, I was thinking hold Doomsday.
Okay.
For later, because that could be a long.
You're right.
That'd be a long discussion. I think let's. What do you think about Harry Potter?
We can do Harry Potter.
I think let's give our thoughts on Harry Potter.
Okay.
So we kind of caught up on this after the trailer came out, haven't we?
Yeah. So trailer was really good.
Trailer was great.
Yeah. I mean, it looks very accurate. It looks really good. It looks a little similar to the movies, but like, I mean, it's not like you can make it different.
So
I mean, you can, but
this was my confusion. So when I watched all the movies first multiple times, then I read the books. Definitely loved the books more. I just love the amount of detail and the world that she built, that J.K. Rowling built. Is the new show set in the early 90s like the books, or is it set modern times?
I was wondering that.
Because there's a scene where they have it looks like a projector.
Oh, really?
I thought maybe it's not. And I need to rewatch it again, but I thought it looked like a projector. And so my mind was like, okay, is it set in modern times and like the old technology that the school uses is like an old projector?
Yeah.
As opposed to the books are set in the 1900s, late 1900s, and they're still using like inkwells, or which they are using in this trailer too.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just making a style choice to include an old projector.
Maybe.
For simplicity's sake.
That.
And I don't remember if there even is that kind of, there's no electricity, I didn't think, at Hogwarts in the books, but I don't know. It looks good overall, the art style. I think all the actors look great.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Draco looks like a
Yeah.
mean little, he looks like a mean, stuck-up little boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Harry looks good. I think Ron, at the end of the trailer where Ron does the little bow thing, I
was
think
like,
fits
this
him.
is funny. Like this.
Hermione looks good. Snape looks great.
Yeah.
You know, there's been a lot of buzz about
Yeah.
Snape. It's like, yeah, he looked great. I don't know, you know, I'm skeptical if that was even as big a deal for people or not.
Yeah.
You know,
I do understand the complaints just because like James bullies him
yes.
and like
Have we talked about this?
I think we did like
About
a few
James?
years ago.
There's
Like,
only
we
one
went to see a
thing-
movie and we talked about
Yeah. My only concern about it is that I think that in the books and in the original movies right now, James is a redeemable character.
Yes.
He's a bully.
Yeah.
He's completely in the wrong growing up and how he treats Snape and everything. But like Harry can still look at him and be like proud of his parents and being like, I come from a good line and like they were a terrible event and I have something to fight for. I think that if James becomes racist towards Snape in the new series,
Yeah.
I think you can't really redeem him at that point. I think it's going to be hard for them to make him redeemable because then I feel like it could bleed into Harry's character.
Yeah.
Like, you want to defend your dad so bad. He's like a really bad racist, and that's a bad
So
look.
like
So
as long as they establish like it's just not even about that at all.
yeah, he's
Then it's
just
fine.
a bully.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he can just be a bully, and Harry can still look up to his dad. I think if he's racist, it's hard for them to do that.
It's hard.
But like, I'm curious I'm curious and excited for the show. I think they've already set the time limit on how they're going to record and everything, like one year after the other. So they're going to grow good. I think having one season for each book is going to be incredible.
Yeah.
The amount of detail we're going to get, the amount of money that they've supposedly put in each episode
yeah.
is crazy. So I'm pumped.
I'm
I mean,
really excited.
that's that's it. Like, I'm excited. You know, I think at first I was skeptical of being like, do we already need another Harry Potter thing?
Yeah, but
then I was like, actually, yeah, I think I do.
it's coming out this December.
December 25th, Christmas Day this year. So it'll be all I'm looking forward to. I love Christmas. Is my favorite holiday.
Back from Florida.
You'll be back from Florida,
Yeah.
so we may have to catch it.
Disclaimer: I don't know how many episodes of this are going to exist because I'll be gone in like 5 months.
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
He says that.
Yeah.
We can make it work somehow. Or maybe he'll do it in Florida, and
Yeah.
I'll take a hiatus, and then
There you go.
I'll catch up every once in a while.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay. You want to do the blind ranking?
Let's do the blind suit ranking.
Okay.
I think we can. Are we ending it there with the blind
We
ranking?
do have the changing one thing about a movie, or we can save that.
Let's save that.
Okay.
We'll just for time. We'll do the blind
Yeah.
ranking.
All right. Do you have a top 10 you want to
Okay.
write down?
I'll just number it for right now, right?
Yeah, just 1 through 10.
And you're just gonna tell them to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so give me your first one.
My
And
first one.
these are random, right? Like these are just completely
Yeah, they're in a set order.
in a set
I'm
order.
not gonna screw you over. So the first one is Daredevil Born Again Season 2, the black suit.
The black suit's pretty sweet. I mean, even though I haven't seen it, when I saw that on the promo stuff, it was
so good.
pumped. So I will put that.
Especially when he gets injured because the red bleeds from under it.
Yes, then yeah.
And the double D.
Yeah, the double D's on front. I would say to leave myself space open, I'll put that at 4.
Okay.
But that's a good. That's a great suit. I love that one.
All right. Now I've got Superman 2025.
Oh God, I like that one. It's not one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing I like about that one is I like the S. I like the hope symbol,
symbol.
or I guess it's just an S for him.
I don't even remember.
They don't talk about it meaning hope.
It's
That's,
like the one from the Kingdom Come comics.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that one. I'll put that at 5, right below Daredevil. I mean, that's it's a good one. But there's nothing in that one that makes me, I'm not crazy. Not that I'm crazy about it.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. George Clooney's Batman with the nipples.
With the nipples and the neck,
Yeah.
the neck turning, and that's gonna be 9. I think.
Okay.
He's getting some points for it being Batman, and Batman's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think the head turning bothers me more than the nipples, probably.
All right. We've got Iron Man Mark II. So that's the silver
It's
one.
kind of silver.
It's all silver. It's the one that Rhodey takes to become
Oh.
the War Machine one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The first actual suit.
Yeah. I mean, I'll put that at 7.
Okay.
I have no comments on that one.
Yeah.
It's cool, but there's later
Good
stuff
CGI.
that's even better. Good CGI, yeah, very good CGI.
All right. Captain America from Age of Ultron. You might have to look that one up. It's just he has red lines going into the star.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think all the Captain America suits are good outside of the first one, but I get that it's supposed to be 40s, Is that that picture is the good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give that the 6. I mean, I'll put that at number 3, I guess.
Okay.
I'll put that at 3 because I do like that, but do I want to put it below the Daredevil suit? No, I probably want to put the Daredevil suit above that one for personal preference. But that's just me.
All right. We've got Black Panther from Civil War.
I mean, I hate to say it, I'm going to put that at 8. I'm not opposed to it, but
It's more tactical.
yeah.
In the movie Black Panther, it's got the purple and the more details.
I definitely like those better.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. It's just I'm indifferent. I think they're cool. I think all the Black Panther suits look cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think Shuri's looks the best. I would probably pick Shuri's suit the best, just because I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I just remembered what I put. Here it is. really bad. So, okay, we've got Miles from Across the Spider-Verse, bleeding down the armpits.
Ooh. Okay, I have 1 and 2 spot left.
Yeah.
I just don't, that's I may put that at 2.
Okay.
I may put that.
I personally like the Into one better.
Okay, I'm kind of confused. I'm tripping myself up now, I think.
They're pretty similar. It's just like the spider and the armpits. Oh, I guess if you put the jacket on it too.
That's Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, and that's across, right next to it.
That's across.
Yeah.
I put that too. I'm comfortable putting that at 2.
Yeah. Okay. We have just like Hulk's look from Avengers 1. Like when he's hulked out, obviously.
I'd put that at 10. I don't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hulk's just Hulk to me.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean.
That's fair.
Hulk in general. I'm gonna put in general.
Okay. We've got Green Lantern from the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh my god. I mean, I'm gonna put it. What the last one's gonna be terrible, and I'm gonna be stuck at 1.
No.
I'll
be glad.
I'll put that at 6. I mean, I would definitely put that
Lower.
I put it lower. I mean, I don't know if I put it in last. The look of that movie is not. I think the aesthetics of that movie is not the problem. It's everything else. I think the look itself is okay. Sinestro's yellow suit is okay. Sinestro's look is okay, but it's everything else about that movie is bad. But
Ready?
okay, number 1 spot.
Spider-Man brand new day suit.
Oh, brand new day suit?
Yeah.
That's no problem at
Yeah.
all. I'm happy about that. Having 2 Spider-Mans up top.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's not bad. So I got 1 Spider-Man brand new day. 2 is Miles' suit from Across the Spider-Verse, which I definitely like better. I like the shoulders being the red, but also having the red go up kind of makes his silhouette all black.
Okay, that's fair.
That is the dishwasher that just got done.
That's
that
our
has
new
that
anthem.
that has that heavy tune there. Okay, 1 Spider-Man brand new day. 2 Miles' suit from Across the Spider-Verse. I like the silhouette of black without the red shoulder like pauldrons, I guess. Captain America: Age of Ultron. I'm great with that being 3rd. The black Daredevil suit I would probably have put 3rd if I knew, but it's okay. Superman 2025 I think is in a good spot. Green Lantern I probably would have put Green Lantern and put it into George Clooney's spot and just moved him up from there with Iron Man going to the 6th spot, Black Panther going to the 7th spot, and so on. But yeah, the Hulk thing's just it's just kind of like whatever.
It's
he's Hulk.
I guess what I was thinking is he doesn't look like Smart Hulk.
He does look more like crazy and more rabid, I guess.
Yep. But
So-
I guess as a suit, it's just pants. So
Yeah. Okay,
that's pretty good.
we got it good. That's our first episode, right?
Yeah.
Down. So next time we're going to be having what if changing one thing from a project.
We've got like a list of like 7 movies and shows, and it's like some of them are going to be really good, and it's going to be hard to think of something that you want to change, and some of them are going to be really bad, and you're thinking, oh, I can only change one thing. Yeah.
That'd be good.
No.
So that'd be good. We're going to have that. We'll talk about a few more upcoming stuff. Doomsday, we need to talk about a lot. We'll talk a little bit more about Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah.
I think we've had some conversations outside of this about where we want to see it go.
Yeah.
So that could be a good discussion as well. And then I'm going to be coming up with a blind ranking for you.
Oh, are you?
Yes, for the next episode.
For suits or for movies or what?
I'm thinking about doing suits.
Okay.
I'm thinking about doing suits as well. And so I'm gonna do villains suits for you.
Okay.
I'll do villain suits for you.
Interesting.
And do you want it to be Marvel focused?
It can be
Any?
whatever.
I may just do Marvel. We'll do Marvel with this one because I know we have DC in here too.
Yeah.
We'll do Marvel and DC. So.
Okay.
But it'll be all villains, and I guess maybe not suits, but looks, outfits, stuff like that.
All right. Gotcha.
So it'll be good. That's good. I think that's a good episode. We got it. We're here.
We're done.
So it may be a week or 2 before we have a new one out, but looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So
thank you for watching. the two of you. I'm just kidding.
The two, yeah.
Um,
Please like and subscribe.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever had to say that, but
Yeah.
please like and subscribe. It's going to be a good thing. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to try to do as many of it before you leave for Florida, and then we'll still try to probably keep it up at then, and I'm sure we'll be posting polls and other content we're taking in. I think in the future we also want to talk about creative stuff that we've looked at doing. Like I've looked at some old Star Wars, tabletop books and just some of the material out of those. I think would be cool. You
My
have
scripts.
your scripts and like ideas. You have a ton of good ones and a ton of like actual, like at least starting images of stuff. And so just create, I mean, this is a creative outlook by itself anyway, but going forward too, stuff we want to work on and
Right.
Games, comics, anything like that. So that'd be good.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.